So diuretics and extreme water restriction. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. The potential risks far outweigh the benefits. If you are not stage ready, diuretics will do a diddly squat. And if you use diuretics or massively play with water pre-stage, you run the risk of completely flattening your physique, getting painful cramps on stage, impaired vascularity, the things that you need on stage, and in some serious cases like we've seen this past year, diddly death. Not great. They can have a beneficial use in categories and federations that award extreme conditioning for things like figure, physique, and fitness, but don't just listen to your mate in the gym or coach that's done a few comps and is now an online trainer. You're asking for trouble. PEDs. Well, I think these are a tough one to rate because if you rated them on pure effectiveness, I'd probably give them a 9 or a 10 out of 10. But the thing with these are, it's a bit of controversy, but they can take you from, for example, like stage ready to dominating the stage, but they also come with side effects. As you should know, health risks, a lifetime supply of was it worth it? They're great for some, totally unnecessary for most. My advice would be know your federation, know your why, and for the love of glutes, don't take advice from fucking Instagram or TikTok, please. The reverse diet culture, right? Reverse dieting. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and I'm going to explain why. There's really not much evidence to show increasing calories over time, like, for example, like 80 to 100 calories every 8 to 10 days, has a physiological benefit. In fact, for hormones, metabolism, and energy, it's actually better just to bring calories up to maintenance, which would be your new maintenance, not your old maintenance. But from a psychological standpoint, it can help, especially for athletes who suffer with binge eating, feel anxious about sudden weight gain, which a lot do, and need that structure and accountability during that very vulnerable post-show period. Peak week obsession, I'm going to rate this a 5 out of 10. People put way too much emphasis on peak, and some coaches do too. Fact is, if you are stage ready a week out from your competition, peak week should be the easiest and arguably the most enjoyable part of your prep. It's a time where all the hard work pays off, and it shows. If you aren't quite ready a week out from your show, a well-structured peak week can bring you in peak condition for your show. But let me be clear, peak week can take you from an 8 to 9 to a 10 out of 10, but it can't take you from a 5 or a 6 to a 10 out of 10. Got it? Okay, you're welcome.